Hi guys, welcome to the podcast powered by Corner. If you want to get involved, you can download the app or go onto the website where they'll have their own trainers and stuff walking you through fitness and stuff like different things like that. So get involved. Right now today we've got Hamad Khalifa, aka H, 5-0 amateur from Austin and Colliers. Good to see you, bro. Thank you for coming down. What do you think?
Really? This is crazy. It's
Crazy doing a podcast, bro. When I first thought of getting it going, I thought, who can I get this? I thought I need to get someone that I don't talk to in the sense I know for a long time, but I know enough where the conversation will flow a bit easier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to get you on here, bro.
I'm glad to have you here. Like this gym is awesome.
Next level, bro.
Even the lighting.
I'm telling you, bro, it's next
crazy,
level.
bro.
Going back to what you were saying, if you was to eat pork now, let's say me and you were about to spar, and you had pork the day before, do you think it would have an effect on you?
I think it will.
I reckon,
It's like
bro. I'm telling you,
something new
literally,
to digest.
literally, and the salt in it, bro. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to eat. I mean, you know, obviously your religion says don't eat it, which I understand. But for me, not being a Muslim, I would enjoy it. But even when I go off camp now, after training, I've had my fight and I'm off camp. Like, I'm going to Florida in November. I feel like I have to go physically ill to not come back 20 stone overweight. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, how are you with eating, dieting, stuff like that?
Honestly, like a lot of people get a strict diet for boxing, and me, I don't have a strict diet.
You don't? Do you not?
No, I eat whatever I want.
Literally
whenever
whatever you want?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
Like literally, like my last fight and the one before it. On fight day, I would eat burgers, cookies,
Really?
donuts, even the day before. It doesn't affect me. I don't have.
Bro, if I
no
eat,
problem with it.
I'll tell you something right now. If I eat, let's say, what did I have this morning? The thing is with me, H, if I clean up my diet, I'll drop a stone in 3 days. Half a stone in 3 days. And that's because of how much I'm consuming. Bro, like, I remember my coach saying to me, you won't put a stone in a week. Like, do you enjoy yourself? You won't put a stone in a week. I'm like, no, I'll put a stone in a week. To the point where I'll eat, and when I feel a little bit of food digested, I'll fill it again. I'm just out here all day, so my body's just pushing fat through my blood just to get it sorted. But what you just said then about you could eat anything.
Everyone keeps thinking about cutting the weight and being on weight. That is for me the easiest part.
That's the hardest part for me, bro.
I would literally eat whatever I want. 2 days before the fight, I would go for a longer run.
Right.
Or I would wear the sweatsuit.
Right, okay.
Train for a bit.
Yeah.
I would come to the fight day, hydrated, full,
Yeah,
weight done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do you ever is there a time when you have been like, right, let me clean my diet up a bit?
Third fight.
You cleaned up a lot then?
Yeah, I cleaned. I was going through hard times, really.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
food
yeah.
and all that, and
just eating heavy.
I was not sleeping.
Right. So you were eating at stupid times.
Yeah, I was eating stupid times. I would not sleep, and
gets hard, bro. Gets hard.
It's really hard. Like, I would not sleep, I would not eat, and I would go overtrain myself. 4 hours, 5 hours training.
Really?
So,
see, it's a bad balance. You've passed that. I'm going into that now.
Yeah.
Of, what's going on with me? Because I had this thing of, I was making tomato soup like every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it was genuinely barely any calories in it. It was like 125 calories a bowl. I was weighing it out. But then Marvin turned around to me and was like, bro, there's no nutrition in what you're eating. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, he was like, download this app and scan your food. I was like, all right, I'll do it. Started scanning my food. And then I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I missed a bit there. So when you download this app, your weight, your height, how active are you, how many times you train to, what do you do, blah, blah, blah. And it tells you how many calories you're burning. And it is pretty accurate, to be fair. If I don't see anything bland, black and white in paper in front of me, and it is confusing, I won't do it. But if it's not confusing, I'll give it a go. And it was fairly straightforward.
Do you feel like the effects of it?
Yeah, straight away, bro. In the sense of, I don't think I see your training, I'm like, yo, you're training. I say that to anyone, I'm like,
yeah,
hates trains. Like when Keaton and then Louis were saying, I was having that conversation, what I was mentioning before, they were like, why do you think he's... I was like, bro, he trains. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, you're willing to get in. I mean, them two do get in and fight with, but there's people who enjoy coming to sparring sessions and enjoy coming to gyms because they know that there's no one that's really going to bother them. And they like the fact that everyone's like, oh, he's a top level boxer. Yeah. For me, that don't do, and like you said, it don't do nothing for you. Like you were telling me about that pro before.
Yeah.
Nothing. If you're not in the sparring session and getting pushed.
I've noticed something like in my gym, like in sparring day, like people would come from the other gym to come spar with us. Mm-hmm. People would like say,
yeah.
They would say, oh no, I forgot my gum shield, or making excuses not to go in it. Then they wonder why they lost.
Yeah.
When it comes to the real fight.
Yeah, they wonder why they got beat.
Like me personally, like what I told you earlier, like I would spar with pros.
Yeah,
Arthur, now Brown. And a couple of other ones, I forgot the names.
Yeah.
And they would beat me up.
Beat me
up like I'm nothing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get beat up inside the ring for sparring, so I don't get beat.
On the show.
On the show.
Because the show, this is the thing, like the show, that they're not putting you up against anyone that's 200 fights in front of you.
Yeah.
Relatively the same weight, relatively the same age, relatively the same fight experience.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like, all right, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to train in 16 ounce. Because what ounce gloves do you fight in?
I fight 16.
Wait,
like for amateur fight?
Yeah.
12.
But you train in 16.
Yeah.
I swear by that what you're saying there. Training 16 is fighting 12. It's good to know that because... But do you find... I find it harder to defend in smaller gloves.
It is. That's why usually in like when we're doing technique work, we focus more of using this part of the hand.
Really?
To defend.
Like that? Yeah. I notice you do that.
Yeah, we do that a lot. Like that.
Yeah.
And head movement is very important for me. Like that's the main thing for me.
Do you struggle with head movement?
No, like this is like the main thing I train with.
With head movement?
Head movement.
I've got a problem with leaning on the ropes and doing that.
Yeah.
Biggest problem.
I used to do that before.
It looks stupid, like when you look at yourself and you think, yeah, but look, and all the armchair. All my mates who know nothing about boxing are like, bro, you didn't get hit that fight, nah. But judges don't look for certain stuff. Like they'll look at who the busiest is, what type of fit is he set, and you look at it and you think, I'm going about this the wrong way. I'm literally. I mean, the plain and simple of boxing, hit and don't get it.
True.
You do that, you win every fight. But
I don't know who mastered that. Floyd Mayweather.
What you say?
The one who mastered that is Floyd Mayweather.
Easily. And I'm sick. This is the thing that the debate with Mayweather. Why would I want to watch that? He doesn't do that. It isn't his job to fight. It's his job to... A fight and a boxing match are two different boxer frogs.
True.
And people don't... At the end of the day...
It's just banging their each other, banging their own heads.
Literally.
Look, I want to get in there. I don't want to get brain damage.
That's.
I want to fight.
This is the
I
thing.
want to finish the fight.
Yeah.
And go out and fight again.
Yeah. And people are like, yeah, but that's not this and that's not that. And I'm like, well, let's look at it like this. You used to fight in, I think it was like, was it 12 10-ounce gloves, something like that? I think less, with horsehair in them. And they were just UFC gloves pretty much. Brown UFC gloves. And yeah, some of them fighters are alright, but then some of the fighters develop Parkinson's. And there's scientists that literally prove that, this is the reason why this is happening. I want kids one day. I want to live till I'm 100.
Yeah.
So why am I going to put myself through... I'm bad for not wearing an head guard. I've actually lost my head guard right now, and today I was sparring without an head guard. And you've seen my TikTok?
Yeah.
When I thing in my eye.
I've seen it.
The most... when after it, like, I've got a headache now, and I'm like, why do I keep doing that? Because it feels comfortable, because you can see everything and you can feel... And I need to get one of, the ones with the...
One with the big ones.
One with the big ones. I need to get one. Because...
That's one thing I cannot...
Boxing.
I can't.
I tried it today. It was the worst thing I've ever
how much I was so excited to spar someone. If I don't have a head guard, I won't spar.
Really? I need to start taking
because that's what I take it so serious.
Yeah.
You need to take this part so serious.
Yeah, you're right.
For me, I wanna be successful in boxing without getting injured.
Yeah.
Because so many are suffering from that at the moment.
So, what was that guy that got it on the back of the head? I don't know if you've seen him. And you know what I'm talking
Carlos,
about?
I think Carlos.
You know what I'm talking about?
The Cuban.
And he ended up in a wheelchair. I look at that. Like that, my girlfriend always says, like, when she's seen that, she was like, I really was worried about your boxing. She's like, now super duper worried.
It affected me too. After watching that video of me seeing him,
it scares you.
that's when I started wearing headguard.
When I went home and when I have headaches, it really plays on like, will I wake up? Will I wake up in the morning? Like, what's going on here? Like, is there like a blood vessel in my head that I don't know about? I mean, I always touch wood and I think, right, yo, just chill out, relax, you're fine. But it's like you said there, it's so important for people to wear head guards and all this old school backdoor, you'll be fine, don't worry about it. Right, we've got scientists here now that are literally saying you're daft.
You can literally see the biggest fighters, like Canelo, like Floyd Mayweather.
Literally.
You see their head guards.
Yeah, they're like massive.
They're so massive.
And it's got to be done.
It's got to be like that.
It has to be done.
If you want a brain injury, keep going without it.
yeah. Right. I mean, I get when these things like, for instance, I mean, even if I can't even justify that. I was about to say then, even if you're with someone who's very novice, but even then, like, it's still pretty dangerous. Like, I do a thing when I've got a novice, I like let them punch and stuff like that. But then some of them who get that natural ability for it start to understand. All right, well, if I hit down here, this hand comes down, and then I was like, that was a technical, well put together combination. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, even with everybody now, I need to start putting head guard on. Yeah. And you get all the old school that are like, no, I don't need head guards. I've been in too many fights. If I get Alzheimer's, I get Alzheimer's. You need
that's
to.
That's the wrong mentality.
You need to, because like you're trying to.
Especially like if you're a beginner, like that's the worst.
It's the worst one.
Because if you're a beginner, you're not going to be a good boxer, right?
Yeah.
You're going to enter with people with higher level than you. And they would smack the shit out of you since the beginning.
Literally.
So you're you're gonna get beaten until all right, you reach to that good stage. But after what?
Yeah.
After getting brain damage.
What are your just going back onto when you were saying about people who are higher level than you? What's your plan now in boxing? You've got a plan. What are you getting at?
I got a plan on.
I see on your things, championships pen loading. Olympic pen.
Yeah,
I like that. When I seen that, I thought, oh, bro,
that I was so excited for that because I had my 4th fight and I was like, yes, time to get to the championships. But then they matched me with a guy with 18 fights.
Did you beat him?
I wanted to fight, but they were like, no, you have to have at least 5 fights.
I remember you telling me this.
I had to put my Instagram on private.
How come?
Because
they were viewing it and saying,
nah, I had to take my name off. I had to take my name off because I would go on the story and see new people, boxers. I'm like, yo, I wonder if this is my opponent. Then next day, I get a call from coach like, yo, your opponent pulled out. So I had to put it on private and change my name. Even in TikTok, I took my name off and just put HK.
It's, you see now, my mind is, I mean, listen, I'd love to go pro. I know that I'm well aware of, like, today, mate, when I was in this gym, I got my ass handed to me. And I mean, demolished. Like, proper. And I sort of have the understanding of, I'm not at that point yet where people can view. I always tell people, they go, right, don't you look dead good on that bag? The bag doesn't hit back, by the way. You know, I say that to people, the bag doesn't hit back. It's literally, you can get someone
in. You can drop your hands in a bag.
You can look dead good. When someone's in front of you who hits you, they hit you. And they let you know about it.
There's one of them guys that are just waiting for you to drop your hands.
Boom.
That's it.
And they can do it. And you know I've seen so many people. Chris Eubanks was the prime example for it. He was against someone that had a proper amateur style, bouncing back and forth, guard up here. That I think what was his name yesterday? I don't know if you watched this fight, Luke Smith versus Eubanks. Did you watch Eubanks last night?
I knew Smith was winning.
Well, I personally thought if Eubank goes about it the way that he can, I thought Eubank could pull this out of the hat. I don't like Eubank.
Yeah.
I think, like, these ways trash talk does well. Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and I'm not saying it's because they're American or anything. Like, even Tyson Fury's got like one of the best trash talks I've seen, but he does it in a way where it's like, I feel like he's disgracing the sport a bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I feel like you're being a bit.
That's
weird.
why I think he deserved that loss.
I think he needed it, but I don't think people.
I hope he comes back strong.
I do, but I don't think it humbles him.
But like him saying that guy, your wife is cheating.
This is the thing. That's too far.
That's too far.
Even some of the stuff McGregor says.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. Like
and he got humble.
The one with Khabib, I said to my dad, I don't really know nothing. I was like, if there's ever a situation where someone gets humbled. I said, Dad, watch the build-up and watch the fight. He was like, right. But then, in a way, I feel like the trash talk ruined both of them. Because what hurts Khabib most was when he jumped out the ring.
That was so wrong.
I'm so gutted for that to happen, because I thought, imagine he just...
I was watching it live and it was mad, like, yo,
it was mental.
you're supposed to be better than that.
I'm telling you. And his religion and his culture, they're
True.
really against
But
that.
at the same time, you haven't seen what he said. Like,
some of the
in
stuff was
press conference,
outrageous.
he was like,
Outrageous, calling his dad, like,
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. And
no, like, even Khabib, after he did that, he said he's going to go back to Dagestan and his father's going to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, because it's discipline. And even, but, like, knowing his culture, bro, I would never offer you a drink. I mean, if I didn't know you, and I said, oh, and you said, oh, no. But knowing you now, I think it would be the most disrespectful thing for me to offer you a drink as a joke or anything like that. I just don't agree with it.
He was literally forcing on him. That's
bro,
that's
like,
what?
And then he was like, you can't say salam alaikum, and he was just talking rubbish, and I was like, and he was saying...
But even Khabib laughed in that part.
Pardon?
Khabib laughed in that part.
Well, I was like, yeah, but he was like, you're talking rubbish, and I was like, bro, he's literally telling you, you can't say salam, what is it?
I mean, you could say salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum, he's saying that to him, to say,
Yeah.
bro, you can't say that and offer me a beer.
Yeah.
So, and he's like, oh, slap him then, like, yo,
Yeah.
chill. But I think Dana White should say, yo, there's a lot of Muslims watching this. There's a lot of Muslims that support Khabib. You need to, like, I'm all right.
But that's the thing. He doesn't want that. You
Because
know
he's money man. He's money man. Of course.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
brings
yeah,
more
yeah,
views.
Yeah. As a fighter, I really do see the guys that are in it for the money. When I'm walking around on my shows, I'm like, just clocking him, and I see him talking to me. Oh no, and I'm like, yeah, I know what you're in.
Yeah.
I can tell when they're a sponsor and stuff like that, coming up to me saying, yo, you're going to be this, you're going to be that. And I'm waiting for the day when I really start to progress. And I'm waiting to see the people that proper jump on my bandwagon so I can just kick them right off.
I can't wait for that to be
Oh, bro, I'm telling you, bro. You especially, because you're there. You're at the point now where stuff like this podcast, stuff like when I want to bring you down to Corner Gym soon and do some shots with Harley, because you're a different type of fighter. See, with me, I'm very thinking about combinations, technical, thinking about, going to the body to present a shot to the head. You're very quick, doing your work. And it's some of that I wanted to bring the cameraman Harley into doing some stuff with you.
I don't mind that.
You'd enjoy it, bro. You'd enjoy it. And I think
I enjoy anything that's got to do with boxing.
Anything that's got to do. Again, bro, it's actually life now for me. Like, literally, I said I really want to open a gym one day.
Boxing helped me out so much.
It's one of the best. When I have kids, I used to do a bit. I used to out train the kids at my coach's gym in Newton Heath, and he'd say, and then I had a mum come up to me once and say, he's got a bit of bullying at school, and I was like, you do know that this is the biggest misconception. You think you're going to box with him, and then I'm going to teach him some boxing, and in a year when someone bullies him, he's going to turn around and start jabbing him. It's the complete opposite, because he's fighting actual guys who come in to fight. When some idiot comes up to you, he'll be like, okay, is that it?
Just go away.
Yeah, see you later.
That's what our gym does. The the coaches there, like, we have around 400 kids a week that come to the morning sessions.
Yeah, you have to tell some of them no, it's not enough room.
No, there is, like, we need, like, more support on this, but, like, 400 kids a week would come to the gym.
Yeah. That's 400 kids that could be doing something else.
Yeah. This gym is, like, helping so many people. The people now in our gym now that are progressing and fought in championships, they used to be bad before. They used to be so bad. They used to have a bad background and all
bad
that.
reputation and stuff like that.
After Collie has a Mustang and people actually caring about them, that's what I'm going to start soon. Hopefully this Monday. I'm going to start doing that too, like taking some students and helping them out.
It's the best thing to do. I've got two lads that are with me now. When I say with me, they're not bound by me. By all means, they can do what they want. But they were just doing stupid things like, arguing over girls, like three solid friends, friends, and they were falling out over girls and saying, but because he's good at boxing and because he does mean the spies walk around with a swagger, and it was just they were falling out, and I just explained to them, like, yo, trust me, when you get to 23. Like, you're going to want to make sure this bond that you've got stays fresh till then.
True.
Because I have friends that I just didn't want to fall out with, bro, but going back to town, and they were interested in girls. We're all interested in girls, but they were just really taking it to another level, and we just sort of like, our paths just sort of drift, and they're like, you don't shout me no more, and it's like, what do you want to do? Because I want to go to cinema and watch Spider-Man. Like, yeah, and after it, we'll go for a drink. I'm like, I don't drink, bro. I don't drink. And like when someone's down your ear saying, oh, drunk, I hate this, I hate it. I love you, I've always loved you. Tell me that when you're sober tomorrow. And they're like, oh, what did I say?
I know that because I've had the same situation.
It's just the worst thing that can happen.
They would come to me while they're drunk. They're like, yo,
yeah.
You're
actually going places.
Yeah, you're going places. Yeah. Next day, someone would come and say, yo, you know that guy? He was talking behind your back.
Literally just talking rubbish and that. And they all do it. I think it's the most blatantly obvious thing, because you're drunk, all your words are slurred, and yet you still stood there trying to tell me
that I love you.
I love you and all that. And I just think it's dead weird. I don't see the point in going out drinking. I just don't see the point. I see the point in going out for some good food. I see that. I mean,
you know what? I think it's just people are depressed.
Literally.
So they go out to drink.
Literally. And it's that.
But we found the cure.
Boxing.
Literally.
We
found the cure.
I feel like people who come in the gym and just are animals and that will really fight, and I feel like it's a dying breed. Dana White said it, to be fair. He said, if you're willing to go to the gym, graft, do all this mad stuff, he says, you'll run over everybody in this generation.
True. Because
they're a load of like, just not disrespecting nobody or anything like that. Everyone's got the... I'm not, but we have a lot of... I put this in a nice way. I think free thinkers is an understatement, because I'm a free thinker, you're a free thinker.
Yeah.
The more like the soft. I'm not saying them to be tough. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just mean like, stop complaining. You know what I mean? Stop moaning about things. Like, bro, when I was 60, I got diagnosed with dyspraxia. It was hard for me to hold not hard for me to hold a pen. When I write a page, so you might write 4 pages, I'll write a page and I'll think that's a lot, and my hand will be cramping, and I can feel it every day when I'm sparring, like my muscles and my dyspraxia a bit slowing me down, and not as everybody else is.
See, a lot of people in your situation would just give up.
Literally straight away give up. Yeah. Like people say to me all the time, oh no, I've got work. I say, why come down to the gym if I've got work? Right?
My work is in the gym, me.
Literally, yeah, I see you all the time in the gym,
literally, bro. I have nothing else.
I was just gonna say that. Do you do anything else other than that? No.
I've got boxing. This is the only thing I have. Literally. I have my family and boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing has helped me out in so many ways. Like, for the things that I went through when I was a kid, you know, when I was speaking earlier about back in 2014 being trapped in Libya and the war. That caused so much
hassle,
pain.
Yeah.
Being 16 years old,
seeing that.
Being 16 years old, you're refugee right in the middle of nowhere, in a desert, no light, no food, barely any food. The closest shop is 2 hours ago, 2 hours away with a car, and we don't have a car. And we would stay 16 hours with no light. We would sleep starving. That's me, 16 years old. It's hard.
Yeah. I think one of the...
I come here and I see people complain about life.
Yeah.
You go through that. That's why I love boxing. I need this.
Bro,
this is what helps me. This is what makes me go through life.
Makes you go through life. I'm glad you come out and said that, bro, because I think there's many things. Because let's say there's 6 lads now that are watching this, like, it's hard and that. I hope they watch it and feel... Bro, don't worry, bro. Please don't be sorry about anything. Listen, we all have our different sort of means why we started boxing. That's yours, but I'm a believer, bro, and what you've been through, if you could click a button now and take that back, would you do it?
No.
Exactly. Because it wouldn't make you
This is what
tough.
That's what made me
the person you are today. Exactly. If your next opponent hasn't been through what you've been through and doesn't use what he's been through to push him through, I call it the Bruce Wayne effect. Put yourself in a cave, take a load of dumbbells with you, take a boxing bag, a trainer and a pair of boxing gloves, and don't come out until you come out the man you want to be. I say that for a fact. I literally used to sit there every day smoke loads of weed, complain, oh, I'm in medication, or I'm this and that, I can't handle work because of this, I can't handle work because of that. But that's when I'm 16 and you were over there in 16, and I've got a sheet to complain about all this. And my dad said to me, no, here's what you're going to do, you're going to get into hardweight boxing, lads. Start boxing. I started getting it through it there. Then I went into football, then I came back to boxing, and I'm like, yo, this is opening doors not just for me, H. This is also, I'm networking with people like Harley, networking with people like Connor, and we've developed this. Bro, think about it, how long ago was this? You can't go from 7 years ago was that when you was in there? In Libya. And now you're on doing a Corner podcast. And the thing is, this isn't even the deepest water where me and you are going to go. You're on about Olympics and championships and stuff like that. And I just look at these people and I'm like, I've got a friend who could be an amazing boxer. But I'm not going to say his name or anything. Could be an amazing boxer.
What's stopping him?
Just life. I think he's been fed so much, and I think I feel sorry for him, bro, because I really have a lot of time for him, and I feel like looking at him and just saying, bro, I know it's hard, but please do yourself a favour and just stick to a boxing gym every day for a year. I say that to everyone. You got to be a better person. Walk into a boxing gym, stay in that boxing gym for free. And people say, yeah, but I don't want to fight. But have a fight, even if it's one. Get into as men, I feel like we should be doing some sort of combat. Whether it's, I just feel like it's.
I understand, like you said, have one fight.
Just have one. Do you know what I mean?
My first fight is what made me be here today.
Literally.
Like before that fight, I was like, should I do boxing?
Yeah.
I didn't know where I'm going with my life.
Yeah.
After the first fight and I got the win, I was like, yo, I'm taking this shit serious.
Seriously though.
And from then till now, here.
It started to get to the point where after I had my first fight, I went home and you know what? This was the biggest thing. I can't wait to go home, H, after this fight and eat. And then while I was eating, I was like, this is not what I thought it would be.
I know.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what?
Cool.
For me, it's like, after the fight, I'm like, I can't wait to get back to the gym.
Oh, bro, I was itching. My coach literally had to say to me, the next fight, what are you doing? I was like, I can't sit at home. Like, I can't. Literally, I'm training Monday, Wednesday. Saturday's my day off. Like, Saturday's my day off. Like, obviously, I like to go.
I hate Saturday, son.
Because there's nothing to do.
Well, now Sunday we've got this gym.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm glad you've said. I really hope to see you come down here, bro.
Yeah,
because
that's it.
This gym, it's mega. It's mega. It brings them. I don't think. And yeah,
it's not like I'm not being loyal to my gym yet.
Nah, bro.
This is literally my first gym out of college.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
But like,
bro,
there's no workout on Sunday.
Literally, there's. When I first walked in here, I was expecting, another gym. And my friend, this site started, my friend says, do you want to come to Corner? I said, Corner are doing an opening day. I said, where is it? And they went, bro, literally Ardwick, just next to Ardwick or town. I was like, all right, I'll come in. And I come in, there was all these like models and influencers and some like Muay Thai, Paulina, shout out Paulina, was in there. And then Marvin was in here. Marvin was like, has you boxed before? I was like, I've had loads of unlicensed fights, I said, and a few skills bouts. So I said, I've never, I said, but I do like boxing. I'm sparring mostly every day, so I give it a go. And you know I wasn't going to come. I was going to say, nah, I'm doing this, so I can't remember coming to another gym. And bro, the best thing I ever did. And from that day, bro, I was like, yeah, no more saying no, man. No more saying no. I would have ended up saying no to the ice bath. And it was just, from then I was like, yes.
Honestly, after seeing a gym like this, how can you say no?
How can you say no, bro?
How can you say no?
And there's nothing wrong with my training.
It's beautiful in every way, like lightly.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Everything is beautiful.
It's mental in here. And you know what the best part of it is? It's in the middle of the city centre. I always say, like, I do love the gritty sawdust sort of gym. But I love it when I come in, the aesthetic and the atmosphere, and you've got all these different type of fighters coming in and getting the stuff done. it's sort of like a different way I can sort of, right, okay, I see the way he's fighting, he's fighting over there, so what I'll do, I'll adapt, and I'll try and I'll go away from the gym for a few weeks, and I'll work on that, and then when I come to fight that guy again, it's like, right, you've impressed, you've progressed, now coming to the Sunday sessions are worth something.
Yeah.
And trainers are going, oh, don't do that, don't do this, you'll build bad habits. I get you'll build bad habits, I do understand that I'll build bad habits, but the boxing's also a community, and the only people I don't think are cutthroat in the community are the boxers. The promoters and the sponsors, I feel like, yeah, they are all cutthroat, they can be all cutthroat, but the boxers themselves, like, bro, when we're here, bro, like, we're just having chats. Everyone's just a big chilling family, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's sick. It's the sickest thing I've ever been to. I get to come here and do what I do.
That's why a lot of people change as soon as they start boxing.
Everybody changes. The personality.
Everything changes. The personality, the way he talks, the way he treats people and everything. Because, just like what you said earlier, like, when you fight a real fighter, you go outside and see people that don't know how to fight. You're really going to fight.
This is the thing. And
like, bro, please. Just go.
Yeah, just
you know
get.
What?
Yeah.
Do your own business.
I've started to find that people could literally come up to me in the street now and go. People could come up to me and literally say, "How good are you? I bet you're Andy in a box in the street and all that." And I'm like, well, people can come up to me now and literally call my mum something, and I'm like, is that it? Oh, but I've done this to your mum, and I'm like, but you didn't. Right, I'm going anyway. So is this the conversation that we're having? And they're like,
same thing happened to me.
Same thing happened.
Literally, I went to a walk. There was like these 3 drunk guys that came past me and they tried to scare me. They went boo and all that. I was like, okay. Just past them, yeah. And one of them turned around. He was like, "What did you say?" and all that. No.
Just giving grief.
And he came towards me. I was like, okay, just put my bag down. And he gave me a left hook. I just went. That's all I went. And he went all the way back. I was like, yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
just picked up my bag. And
some of them get to know. But here's another thing I wanted to say to you. We'll do it after this. The tech.
Yeah.
Have you seen the tech?
No.
Have you seen me use the tech?
I've seen it. I've seen it in the videos of that.
You'll appreciate the tech.
No, I appreciate it from now already.
The tech is mega. You have laughed because you can do it to where it's, say the screen's there, you're recording your punches, you're watching your punches, you know you need to pick your punches up.
That's awesome, bro.
It's mega.
Does it measure the power?
Everything. It can tell you what punch you threw, what jabs, if it's your right hand, if it's your left hand, how you threw the shots. The best part of it is coming here and using it. Like, bro, when I first come here, I thought I was up. I was like, bro, I've made it. I'm at some next level gym. This is some Instagram influencer stuff.
Yeah,
like,
true.
To get me in here. And I've got this technology on my hand that can track all the powers. Old boxing trainers will say, it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I've seen it before. There's nothing wrong with a boxing bag and a set of weights. No, we're living in a world now where
you need these kind of stuff.
You need these kind of things to like.
You need it.
You do. There's no way, you can even go on, get the app, the Corner app, and I don't know how it works. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think there's scheduled times when they'll bring out a video where me and you could train fitness at home. Like,
one of them reminder stuff.
They'll say, right, your session today. I don't know if that's the case.
Sick.
It's sick.
That is sick.
That's next level.
Like, let's say you'd be sitting down doing nothing, and just get.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've got
Let's
a
do
session
it.
now.
It's like one of that guy on TikTok, the guy that would just smile towards you, then he says 100 press ups.
Oh,
yeah,
you
know him. Yeah.
Is he not David Goggins? Is it?
No, he's got a little beard like this.
I'm trying to think of his name. I think I know what you mean.
He became famous all over TikTok now. It's like,
is that what
he just like he would smile towards you, like, where's this video going? Then he's like 100 press ups.
I'm gonna see that.
And everyone in the comments was like, oh yeah, I done 100 press ups.
I done 100 press ups. By the way, I wonder how many people in the comments actually did 100 press ups.
That's true.
I
know I do mine.
Do you do yours?
Yeah.
Can you do 100 press ups straight?
I'll do 50 press ups
straight. My dad was saying to me the other day, because I always used to do wide grip for some reason, but then I got onto this like sort of the close ones, like not diamond or anything, because they're just next level hard.
They're next level, yeah.
Like, but I started doing. I was like, I'm pretty like, I can feel it. Like, oh, they're getting stronger. But bro, back to what I do need to watch my eating when it comes to stuff, because I'm training like mad. Like, I'm going out and you know when you go nando.
Honestly, I need to.
You reckon you do?
Me too. Yeah.
I think because seeing as you.
I think I could do better.
Yeah.
Look what I'm eating. I'm eating everything, burgers and all that. Literally before the fight, few hours before the fight, and I'm winning the fights.
Yeah.
So imagine if I eat nutrients, all these good stuff, I would become better, right?
100%.
100%.
And the most important thing is as well eating. I mean, I know it's going to sound mad, but my dad got me on little tricks like, do you like cabbage?
I eat it.
I eat it, bro.
I eat it.
I do
struggle by eating.
I do like cabbage. It's kind of weird of me to say this, but if you boil cabbage, right? So if you was to take the cabbage off and your mum was to cook the cabbage or whatever, you'll get the heart of the cabbage. Now most people throw that heart.
The hard one.
The hard part.
Oh Lord.
Bro, just eat. I'm telling you, eat it. I know it sounds like.
I ate it.
Have you had it before?
Ate it.
Bro, the best. I'm like, wow, I feel it, mate, because it's got loads of iron in it. And then my dad said, right, pulled out the cabbage, and there was this green, misty water left. And I was like, why? What do you want me to do with that? He was like, let it cool down. He put a bit of pepper in it.
Drink.
And I drank it. It's not something I can personally say I'll sit down to the TV and drink, but it's got to the point now where I've destroyed my taste buds with nasty food that I can drink anything now and it won't really affect me. That was hard though, drinking cabbage water.
Do you know what I wanted to start, but I just couldn't do it?
Yeah.
It's the onions.
Do you not like onions?
No. Cut them and put them in a blender, drink it. A whole onion.
What will that do for me?
Increase your testosterone. That's what they said, so I drank it once, I just couldn't.
Have you ever done a raw egg?
Huh?
Ever done a raw egg?
No.
I could never do a raw egg.
Raw egg? No, I did it.
A raw egg?
Yeah.
How is it?
Nasty. What do you want me to say? Do you want to say it's good? There's nothing nice about it. It's like,
bro,
it's like if it's been taken down slime. It's nasty in every level.
It's disgusting, bro. I mean, listen, what are the benefits? Can I not cook the egg? What's wrong with cooking the egg? Like,
I should have asked myself that before.
Is there actually anything that actually says that's the better way to do it?
You know what? I think it's just like, I can't be bothered cooking.
But that is, whoever thinks that's bizarre, because it's slime. That is slime. I mean, bro, I'll cook food. I'll cook healthy food to the point where it's unhealthy. Load of cheese, load of fucking whatever. But that raw egg stuff, bro,
it's different.
It's different. I made you know, you ever heard of toy soldiers?
Yeah.
You know toy soldiers, innit? So I put an egg in, and then I always find it like, I said this, and Mia was like, should we take the egg out? I was like, no, there's a perfect consistency. It's important to me because the consistency, literally, the yolk has to be runny, all the white has to be hard. I was what we eat, and it come out. Parts of it was snotty, but white snotty, not like it was even uglier than the see-through snotty. I'm not gonna eat that. I already opened it.
That
so
is nasty. Look, there's one thing I hate is when you cook something for so long, then it turns out to be nasty.
Oh, bro.
You're like, why did I should have just did something simple.
You should have just did something so simple, and now I've cooked something and it is minging. And
like
it
I
was
tried to do
disgusting.
noodles once.
You tried to do noodles?
Yeah. So
can you not cook noodles?
No, like it's I put it and I closed the lid and all that, and I went back and I was like looking at the
timer.
Not looking at the steam coming out of it. I was like, it's alright, steam.
Yeah, steam.
Then I looked away and looked back and it was fire.
What? Do you know what I have a problem with? Mum always says
all the water
just come up when it comes up.
All the water just finished. And it was just
evaporated. Finished.
Finished, just gone.
Bro.
Evaporated. And it was just turned.
Bro, what did you do for that to happen? I left
it on fire.
I don't think you left it. Just left it to burn out. I don't think you're actually meant to. I remember once my friend. How are you with spicy food?
I love spicy food.
Do you love spicy food? What's the hottest thing you can eat?
The hottest. What is it called? The Mexican something.
Is it a chili?
Chili. I think it's one of the worst. Hardest one.
I know a few. I know the Carolina.
Yeah, I ate it.
Was it next level?
It was next level. I need to diagnose them. It was
Really?
that level. Well, I was literally just running around the house
Just
swearing.
like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, that's bad. That's bad. So, listen, people say to me all the time, like, do you know, actually, I learned the other day, don't know how true this is, it wasn't actually, I don't know, the curries do originate from India.
Yeah.
I think that's the way. But we were the ones that put spice into it. I don't think curries were actually meant to be hot. I don't know how true that is. But it was us that put the spice into it. So I was like, rah, is that true? So I was just looking, bro, and our national dish is a tikka masala.
Serious?
I swear to God, a full English and a chicken tikka masala is our national dish. I swear to God.
I mean, it is nice.
It's banging, it is banging.
Food, as long as it tastes nice, I don't care what it is.
What's your favourite scran? If I put it in front of you now.
Something called meshi. It's Arab. It's Libyan.
Do you know any Arab restaurants around here? Please say yeah.
No.
No, we'll have to find an Arab restaurant.
I don't
I
need
know
a
a
restaurant.
Turkish
I've
restaurant.
literally, I've got my mother.
Is she a good cook?
She cooks everything. Everything.
Is she a good cook?
Oh yeah. I tell her, can you please cook me that? She just cooks it. Done. Perfect. That's how it is.
It's sick. I remember I stayed at a friend's house, and
I'll invite you.
invite me over
I'll
one day,
invite
and I'll lick the plate clean. Like,
I know you'll do.
I will destroy a plate of food. So I went and stayed at I think it's from Pakistan, and he made sweet rice. Now I'd never had sweet rice before. And I was like, yo,
I don't like that.
do you not like sweet rice?
Oh,
Well, I like it. And I was eating it with a fork. No, I was watching everyone digging in with their hands. And they were like, yeah, we eat with our hands. And I said, before you say you want to get me a fork, I literally grabbed that and I was like, whoom. I was like, you do not need to tell me to get a fork. I think everybody else is weird for using a fork.
Yeah.
Like, what are you using a fork for? Like,
I think it's proven that the food is tastier with the hand.
is it?
Because when
Do you eat food with your hand?
Yeah.
Is that your culture or?
Yeah, culture, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
It's like when you put the spoon, it actually loses some of the taste.
Really?
I don't know how that happens, but it's actually proven.
That's mental, bro.
So everything, you don't see them guys that just take it. It's like, yes, I'm one of them.
I'm like pretty, like, we all have our moments when we're being like the most disgusting. Like, I've come in from boxing, hands stink of boxing gloves, and I see my scran and I'm just like, taking chips still. Even though it's dirty,
I know.
I'm like
sometimes just
I'm
can't
too
be bothered,
tired.
innit?
Bro, if I was in a cave, right, and I got lost in an island, the colour of my teeth, the colour of my hair, the colour of my skin, the colour of anything that could possibly be cleaned would be my last priority. Food, water, and a place to sleep. And like a sick place to sleep. I'd kit it out nice, like in the wild.
I know that.
And you see
I know
guys,
that feeling.
you see guys like, yeah, but let's go to the river and wash. And I'm like, no. I'd be like, no. Let's go and let's get a load of spikes to keep the predators out. Like my survival.
Did you play Forest?
Wait. Let me think. We're on the
Sons
same
of the
game.
Forest.
Right, with all weird mutant creatures.
Yeah.
Bro, that is the coldest game.
That's what you do, right?
That is literally what you do. I always get weird with that game. Do you have PC?
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about I have PC.
Yeah. I've got a laptop, not PC.
Do you play all your games on
Yeah,
that?
of course.
Bro, the PC. You need to get a PC. Do you work?
Yeah.
Save up, get a PC. Best thing you'll ever buy. Because they can't upgrade you. This is my theory. They can't upgrade you. They can't say, all right, the new PC is coming out. You can upgrade a PC.
Yeah,
that's my theory.
True,
you get a PS5, you have to get the next PS6. Have to, because they're going to eventually push all, eventually we won't be able to play with PS4 players. I'm telling you for a fact. If you get a PC, they can never upgrade you to the point where you can't play certain games. I mean, they can do stuff like graphics card, you need a graphics card, you need RAMs to play a certain game. You'll understand it. If I can.
Yeah, I understand it, yeah.
You already
My
understand
brother
it.
is kind of one that builds PCs.
Does it?
Yeah.
Bro, talk to him about it. And if you can build your own PC, you're talking next level. You're talking you can make some sick PC that you can just play
I
on.
want to do that, but I just want to be stable first.
Yeah,
before I do it.
before you spend daft money on
Yeah.
daft stuff. Having ADHD is like, bro, I need to remember to do this, I need to remember to do that. And he always said to me, why you get he said once, could you get Apple Watch? I was like, yeah, but it's expensive. Now I'm at a financial point where, believe me, the money for an Apple Watch is nothing that I can let go daily. But for me to be sat here and my phone might be there and it might be like, now it's on airplane mode, and I'll forget. And I'll probably forget when I walk out of it. And guys will be like, bro, why didn't you call me back? And I'm like, oh yeah, crap. On that, when it buzzes, I know I have to be there because my skin is vibrant.
It'd help a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that, technology's sick. Like with the technology's sick for that.
Yeah.
But there's certain things like, I do believe TikTok and scrolling through Instagram, I do believe it's zapping brain power. I do truly believe it.
It does, but there's some like videos that actually help.
Like the motivational videos and stuff like that. Like there's I don't know if you
like if you go on my F1 video. It's all motivation and memes. That's all.
That's memes and motivation. Like you'll see my humour. I have dark humour.
You would see me sad, then happy.
Then happy, sad. Like that's my mind. I'm like I follow. You follow David Goggins?
No, I don't follow anyone.
David Goggins. You'll like David Goggins. He's sort of a guy.
That's the thing. I'm trying to avoid. Because I follow so many on Instagram.
Yeah, you need to keep your ratio of following above your below your followers.
On TikTok, I'm just follow the guys that, like you and people
that
I know. Because I don't want to get me.
Loads of feed. I mean, I suppose that's depending on what your feed is. Because my biggest problem, I see it all the time, bro. I mean, I have a missus, but girls. Instagram is always trying to throw a good-looking girl, bum out, whatever out.
Do you know that game that they started doing where it's just like you bring your phone, my phone,
and you
scroll until a girl comes up. And whoever
I can guarantee, I can see it all the time. And it's not only that, if you look for something, I can guarantee in an hour or two, Instagram will come up with an advertisement for that thing.
Do you know what's weird?
Go on.
Sometimes I talk about something like, yo, I want to buy a Nintendo.
Yeah.
Then I go on YouTube and there's a Nintendo there. Like, how does that happen? If it's actually happening too much lately.
It knows. My friend Curtis always says they've already got the chips in your brain. Curtis always said that.
I think it's just the phone. They can hear it on my internet.
Oh, bro, they're listening right now.
Yeah, of course,
the people 100%. Are listening right now.
Yeah, of course.
The people are literally listening right now, bro. It scares me. But listen, let's check the time now. What are we? We're 45 minutes in. Are we 45 minutes in? We'll cut it here then. Bro, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for coming on the podcast,
Appreciate
man.
having me, bro.
Respect, bro, respect.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Corner Gym as well. Make sure you come down to Corner Gym on Sunday, bro, please. Please come. Please come down to Corner Gym. Literally, no, seriously.
Yeah, 100% next Sunday.
It wouldn't, it's not only that, bro. For people that do want to come down and get involved with the training and, personal trainers and stuff like that, me personally, I think this gym's onto something. So, for anyone that's watching the podcast or anything like that, come down, get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself into the training, meet some new people and enjoy yourself. Oh yeah, Harley's going to put the location in the video. Yeah, Harley's going to put the location in the video. 100%.
Check the location.
Yeah, check the location. Peace. So, the podcast is over now, bro, but Corner won't let you off just yet. You still need to do the 30-second two-punch challenge. Straight shots only, no hooks. You ready to it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right, so now you're going to get your first time to try out the tech, bro. So basically, bro, you just want to keep throwing straight punches when it starts. I'm going to need you to throw a jab first on the bag.
Alright.
Right, H, are you ready?
Always ready.
Always ready. Let's go. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Consistent rate, look at that. So you picked it up, you slowed down a little bit, and then you got tiny bit tired halfway through. You stayed consistent. I'd say that's really, really good. Your speed. This is all averages, right? Your speed average was 12, 13.7. It's really, really good. That was sick. That's it. 229 punches in 30 seconds, just like that, is good.
Is that one of the best ones in 30 seconds?
It's actually, I actually said it's pretty top.
I dare you to beat me. 229 punches, KO score 724. I am the greatest.
Oh, who's gonna beat H then? Who's gonna actually?